America's landmarks are more than just buildings. They're symbols of our shared history and ideals. Think of the Lincoln Memorial or the Statue of Liberty. These places unite people from all walks of life. They're meant to inspire, to remind us of service, sacrifice, and the public good. The names on these landmarks are chosen to honor those who represent the nation's highest ideals: Washington, Lincoln, Kennedy. These names are supposed to be above politics, offering a sense of continuity and unity. So, when a landmark's name changes, it's a big deal. It's like swapping out a family portrait for a stranger's. It makes us question, why the change? Who decided? What does it say about us now? These names are meant to endure, anchoring us through changing times. The John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts was one such place, a living memorial to a president who championed the arts. Kennedy believed art was essential to the nation's soul. The center was built to elevate American culture, a beacon for creativity and free expression. It was a space where art could challenge, unite, and inspire. Its purpose to bring people together through music, dance, and theater. The Kennedy Center stood as a symbol of democratic ideals and artistic excellence. It was a place where political differences faded, if only for a moment. That's why its name mattered so much. Changing it wasn't just a cosmetic update, it was a shift in what the institution stood for. And for many, it felt like a loss of something deeply American. In late 2025, everything changed overnight. Donald Trump, back in the spotlight, decided the Kennedy Center needed a new identity. Suddenly, it was the Trump Kennedy Center. The move was bold, unmistakable, and deeply controversial. The Kennedy name had stood for public service and hope. Trump's name brought a very different energy: business, reality TV, and combative politics. For many, it felt less like a partnership and more like a takeover. The process was swift. No public debate, no town halls, just a top-down decision. People felt blindsided, as if their cultural heritage had been changed without their consent. The renaming was a show of power, a signal that even the most established symbols could be rewritten. For some, it crossed a line. This wasn't just politics, it was about legacy and memory. The Kennedy Center honored a president who was assassinated, a figure of national tragedy and inspiration. Adding Trump's name so politically charged felt like a desecration to many. The controversy wasn't just about two names, it was about the soul of America's public spaces. Should our monuments be rebranded by whoever's in power? The debate had only just begun. How did this happen? It started from within. Trump appointed loyalists to the Kennedy Center's Board of Trustees, people known more for allegiance than for arts experience. With the new board in place, they voted Trump in as chairman. This was unprecedented. A former president taking the helm of a major cultural institution he'd just reshaped. The chairman's role was meant to be a steward of the arts, not a political figurehead. For president, they picked Rick Grinnell, a staunch Trump ally. Grinnell's appointment sent a clear message. The new leadership was here to disrupt, not preserve tradition. Trump and Grinnell quickly transformed the Kennedy Center into an extension of Trump's brand. The old guard was out. The new team was in. The board's unity made the renaming possible, a top-down decision, executed without resistance. The Kennedy Center, once a living memorial to JFK, now reflected Trump's vision and influence. The lines between politics and culture had never been blurrier. The transformation was complete. The arts community's response was swift and fierce. Performers and organizations began canceling shows at the newly named Trump Kennedy Center. The Cookers, a renowned jazz group, were among the first to pull out, citing the name change as a betrayal of their values. Jazz, rooted in collaboration and diversity, clashed with the new branding. Doug Verone and Dancers, a modern dance company, followed suit, canceling at great financial cost. Their leader called it morally exhilarating, despite the loss. These artists weren't just protesting, they were making a stand for the integrity of art. The cancellation sent shockwaves through the arts world. It wasn't just about two groups, it was a message. Artists wouldn't legitimize the new direction. The soul of an arts center isn't in its name or board, but in the artists and audiences. Without them, the building is just an empty hall. The protest was about more than politics. It was about protecting the space for free expression. The stage was set for a cultural showdown. The new leadership didn't back down. Rick Grinnell, now president, went on the offensive, attacking artists who canceled as politically motivated. He accused them of politicizing the arts, flipping the narrative. Grinnell's message, the real problem, was out-of-touch elites, boycotting the people's center. On social media, he mocked the boycotts, energizing Trump's base. Reports surfaced that Grinnell threatened legal action against groups who canceled, escalating the conflict. The message was clear: cross us, and there will be consequences. This aggressive stance created a chilling effect, making others think twice before protesting. The divide deepened. Leadership saw the center as territory to control. Artists saw it as sacred ground. Grinnell wasn't interested in compromise, he wanted to discredit the opposition. The battle for the Kennedy Center's soul was now public and fierce. The arts had become a new front in America's culture wars. The Kennedy Center Honors had always been a nonpartisan celebration of artistic achievement. Presidents from both parties attended, setting aside politics for art. In 2025, that changed. Trump announced he would host the honors himself. The event, once about the artists, now centered on the chairman. Critics argued the ceremony could no longer be nonpartisan with such a polarizing figure at the helm. Honorees faced a dilemma: accept an award and risk appearing to endorse Trump, or decline and make a political statement. The ceremony, once a symbol of unity, became another battleground. The simple act of honoring artists was now fraught with political meaning. The Kennedy Center Honors had lost its innocence. Even celebration had become a test of loyalty. The Kennedy Center renaming was just the beginning. Trump's branding blitz extended to other institutions, like the United States Institute of Peace, now the Donald J. Trump Institute of Peace. Even currency wasn't spared. A proposed coin would feature Trump's face on both sides, one with a raised fist and the words "Fight, Fight." The ambition was clear: make Trump's presence permanent in America's landscape. Plans circulated for a USS Donald J. Trump, a Trump airport, even a metro station. Each proposal aimed to cement his legacy in the nation's daily life. This wasn't just about ego, it was about political dominance. By stamping his name everywhere, Trump blurred the line between personal brand and national identity. Public spaces became branded territory. Citizenship felt more like being a customer. The transformation was sweeping and intentional. The message, Trump's America, was here to stay. The public square was no longer neutral ground. The nation's symbols were up for grabs. The Trump Kennedy Center saga is about more than a name. It's about who we are as a nation. It asks, is art a refuge from politics or part of the fight? Artists who walked away believed performing there would endorse a worldview they opposed. Their silence became a powerful protest. Instead of unity, the renaming deepened America's divides. The building became a monument to irreconcilable differences. Who owns our public spaces? Who decides what they represent? Rebranding them for the powerful turned shared history into a tool for present-day dominance. The fight over the Kennedy Center's name is a fight for the soul of American culture. As the lights dim, the Trump Kennedy Center stands as a symbol of a nation still searching for its identity.